What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news. First, I'd like to apologize for the lack of videos this week. In the outro of this video, I'm going to explain a bit more why I haven't been uploading. But there was a big piece of news that leaked late last night, well, somewhat late. So I knew I had to get a video out for you guys. Now, before I give you a breakdown of what's in this video, I know you guys already see the thumbnail, but greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit the red button below. Now, the number one highlight in this video is the return of the Air Jordan 1 Chicago in 2020. Now, the shoe is actually known as the Air Jordan 1 High 85, part of the new beginning series, so I'm going to go a bit more in depth on those two names. Other than that, we have some on-feet images of the Travis Scott Air Jordan 6, a new release date for the Air Jordan 4 Cool Gray, a bunch more from Jordan Brand, a good amount from Nike, and a few things from Adidas. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. Starting this video off, we have a few Yeezy releases to talk about, and the first one is the Adidas Yeezy Boost 700 Magnet. Now, the color theme is similar to the original Wave Runner, which, as most of you know, is expected to release once again later this year. Now, looking closer at the pair at hand, we have shades of gray throughout and then hints of orange on the white midsole. Other details includes black accents, frozen yellow on the liner, and a gum rubber outsole. Now, before I give you the release information, this image is a Photoshop. However, it's supposed to look pretty much like the release. Now, for the release details, we don't have much as of now. They are expected to release sometime this year. If I had to guess, possibly fall, but the retail price will be $300. We also have a few new images of the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Citrin. Now, it appears that there's going to be two versions releasing. As most of you know, this is a popular theme from Yeezy and Adidas as of late, and now we have a look at the reflective pair. So there's going to be a non-reflective and a reflective. That isn't 100% confirmed as of yet. It's very possible that the actual release will just feature reflective, but that's all we know as of now. But looking closer at the shoe, it's a bit different from the other reflective releases. Instead of featuring reflective throughout, it only has it on the lower part of the lateral side on the panel, and then it covers almost all of the medial side. I'm not sure what they're doing here, but I do know when I shared images on Twitter, a lot of people were not feeling the look, but I'm going to let you guys decide. Let me know in the comments below. And just to recap the release details, so far this pair is set to release on September 22nd. Retail price will be $220. There is also another pair said to release on that same day, which is known as Cloud White. Quick update on the Undercover Nike Daybreak in Bright Citron. Now, originally this pair was set to release today, July 19th. However, once again, Nike has decided to push the release date back. Now the pair is said to drop on August 1st. Retail price will be $160. Hopefully this is the official date, because I believe this is the third release date we've had on this pair. In 2002, Nike released the Nike Dunk Low Viotech, which was a JapanCo.jp exclusive. And now, borrowing a very similar theme, we have the Nike Air Max 90 Viotech 2.0. Now, more on the Dunk Low in a minute, but first up, this pair features a lucid green, game royal, magenta, coral, and yellow color combination. Using suede throughout, each area on this shoe is separated by a different color. In addition, we have black leather used on the tongue label, and then the same shade lands on the plastic heel tabs. Gray mesh covers the tongue, and then we have a white swoosh and midsole, which completes the look. Now, if you're interested in purchasing this pair, they drop on July 25th. Retail price will be $140. Also, this is a quick strike, so I believe that they're going to sell pretty fast, but I should have more information very soon. Next up, we recently learned that the Nike Dunk Low Viotech will return once again in 2019. Now, like I mentioned, this pair originally released in 2002, and then we saw another release take place in 2013. The 2019 release is expected to feature pretty much the same theme, which comes highlighted with premium suede and vibrant shades throughout. Now, as for the release information, we don't have a set date or a retail price, but this pair is expected to drop at select retailers during fall 2019. We have release information as well as official images of the Nike Cortez Shoe Dog Pack. Now, instead of me using my own words, I'm going to read from Nike Sneakers because honestly, they say it best. What could have been, in Phil Knight's memoir Shoe Dog, amazing stories and insights behind Nike's genesis were shared for the first time. One chapter talks about the company not having a name as the initial shoes were being made, and 3 options bounced around: Nike, Falcon, and Dimension 6. Shoe Dog Pack highlights the company's past with Nike's first running shoe released, the Cortez. The longer, slim swoosh is Caroline Davidson's first ever swoosh design, and this rendition mirrors the original with a flipped heel tab, exposed foam tongue, and single layer of premium leather. So all 3 pairs will release at select retailers including Nike Sneakers on July 24th. Retail price is set at $120 each. Nike is collaborating with SpongeBob to release the Nike Kyrie 5. Now, this is going to be a full collection, which will feature the Nike Kyrie 5 as well as the Nike Kyrie Low 2. But here we're going to talk about the Kyrie 5 and specifically the SpongeBob pair and Patrick Star. Each pair will represent the character from the show, and in a previous video we've already gone over the SpongeBob pair, but just to recap, they feature a yellow upper, red accents, and a gum rubber outsole. There's also an image of SpongeBob on the insoles. The next pair is Patrick Star, and that pair features pink across the uppers, we have green on the midsole, and a purple outsole. We can also see an image of Patrick Star on the insoles. Overall, in my opinion, both pairs are executed nicely, and if you're a fan, both will release on August 10th, and retail price is set at $130 each. Moving to Jordan brand, first up we have the Jordan Mars 270 PSG. Now, I'm sure when it comes to the PSG collection, many will be going after the Air Jordan 6, but on the same day, they're also releasing a Jordan Mars 270. So the pair comes dressed in a infrared 2.3, reflect silver in black color combination. As you can see, infrared covers the entire upper, and then we have black on the mesh, which lands on the panels. Black is also seen on the laces and part of the midsole. We have PSG branding on the heel, insoles, and then a translucent outsole. So if you're interested in purchasing this pair, they drop on July 27th. Along with the Air Jordan 6, and retail price will be $175. Another pair from the collection is the Air Jordan 1 Low PSG, and it's a bit toned down in comparison to the Jordan Mars 270. This pair features a black infrared 2.3 in white color combination. Black takes over most of the upper. We also have PSG branding on the heel, and sort of close to the heel, we have a red label that reads Paname. Now, once again, I apologize if I mispronounced it. I know in the previous video, I believe I mispronounced it as well. But moving forward, other details includes a white midsole and matching rubber outsole. So this pair doesn't have a release date, but if 2 of the models are dropping on July 27th, it's a safe bet that this pair will also release on the same day. If not, maybe shortly before, but I highly doubt it. And a retail price has yet to be announced. Last week, out of nowhere, Jordan brand released 2 Air Jordan 1 Low colorways. One was the previously seen gold toe, and the other, which is shown here, is the royal pair. Now this pair somewhat is similar to the Fragment design release, and as you can see, we have leather throughout, blue across the toe, around the heel, ankle, and rubber outsole. We got black on the overlays, tongue, and swoosh, while white hits the midsole and the panels. So a pretty simple and straightforward look. And like I mentioned, they did release on Nike.com, and it didn't take long to sell out. So why am I still talking about this shoe if they've already sold out? I actually got a lot of questions if this shoe is still going to release or there's going to be a restock. And as far as a restock goes for Nike, I have no idea. But you can expect additional retailers like Foot Locker, Foot Action, etc. to have this shoe in stock very soon, if not already. The retail price is set at $90. We have some on-feet images of the Travis Scott Air Jordan 6 for anybody that was wondering how they look on feet. And with that being said, I've gone over the shoes quite a bit of times already, so I won't do that. However, what I will call out, because it's somewhat of a new recent find, is that the shoe does feature 3M reflective and a glow in the dark outsole. Now, we still don't have a release date. They are rumored to release this month, but as time goes on, that's looking more like it's not going to happen. Obviously, that sucks, but we do know a release is coming, possibly in August, if not this month, and retail price will be $250. Now, there's also a rumor going around, and that rumor is that this pair is limited to 62,000 pairs. I honestly don't believe that. I think there's going to be more than 62,000. However, I don't have proof or can't confirm this. I do know they'll be limited, but I don't know about that 62,000 number. A few days ago, many of you may have gotten an alert or heard that Nike did another shock drop and they released the Air Jordan 4 Cool Gray early. These shock drops are a surprise to pretty much everybody, and by the time I found out about it, because I was still up when they released, they were already gone. They went really fast. However, there is a wider release coming, and initially the release date was said to be August 3rd. That has changed, and the new release date is August 1st. I'm not sure why that date changed. I don't think it really matters. We'll be able to get this shoe a few days early. That will also be on a Thursday. 2020 is looking good, especially during All-Star Weekend. We got confirmation, well, as good as confirmation gets as of now, because obviously things can change. But we recently learned that the Air Jordan 1 will return in the classic Chicago colorway. Now, there's a few things we got to talk about when it comes to this shoe, and shout out to Soul Heat on Feet for supplying the info. This is a shoe that I hinted on sharing with you guys in the past, but at that time it was just a rumor, but it did have some weight because from where it was coming from. But Soul Heat on Feet definitely put the rumor to rest. And I want to say this once again, I really want to stress this to you guys because I hate when people spread false information. As of now, this is a confirmed release. Yes, it's possible Jordan Brand could scrap the model. They could push the release date forward or back, or many of the 100 different variations of the shoe they could put out, including the materials, the build, etc. But let's talk about what we know as of now, what is in the works. So this will not be an Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG. The name of this model will be the Air Jordan 1 High 85. Now, this will also be part of a new series known as New Beginnings. The 85 nickname suggests that this shoe will come with a higher cut build. It will be the closest we've seen to the 1985 release, so it's still going to feature the Nike Air branding and all that good stuff. Now, this whole New Beginnings thing, it's going to be a series from Jordan Brand, basically a start over to the whole line, so you're going to see additional OG colorways release in this theme. Also, I broke this info on the Bread Air Jordan 1 that it would feature React cushioning. I was told then that it wouldn't alter the look, but just give additional comfort. Now, I don't have confirmation if the Chicago pair will feature React cushioning, but from what I've seen, the retail price does line up with React. Now, I don't feel like I need to go over the whole look of the Air Jordan 1 Chicago. We all know what it looks like, and this is a shoe that many have been waiting for a return. Actually, a few days ago, someone sent me a message on Twitter asking if this shoe would release because they wanted to buy the 2015 release. I said, you know, it's not confirmed. Basically, it was a rumor, and to hold off on it. And it looks like that's going to be the case. However, if you do have the 2015 or you plan on buying it, there's going to be differences, of course, but I don't think that high price tag really is worth it. But that's just me. Now, let's get into the release info, the price, and why it all connects. So there isn't a specific date, but the shoe will release during February 2020. It's also being reported that the shoe will release during All-Star Weekend. Now, a lot of websites are reporting that this shoe will retail at $160. That's not going to be the case. I saw the retail price and the shoe will actually cost $190. So a higher cut build wouldn't give us a $30 price increase. At the most, I only see $10, but what would give us this price increase would be React cushioning. I think that's what ties in the 85/New Beginnings nickname. 85 for the fact that it's going to look like the 1985 release, and the New Beginnings is that they're adding in new technology, new to the Air Jordan 1 in OG form, that is. And I almost forgot to mention, the images used is not the 2020 release, but it's the actual 1985 release. Believe it or not, I've seen people saying, well, why does it have a chip on it? Why is it kind of yellowed in the midsole? And that's the reason why. But let me know in the comments your thoughts on this shoe. And I'm glad I got to kind of break down the 85/New Beginnings name to you guys. But if you have additional questions about that, let me know in the comments below. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com, and then we take it to YouTube. I just wanted to apologize because the lack of videos this week. The prior week, I went pretty solid. And then this week on Monday, it was actually my birthday. So I took a couple days off. I kind of regret doing that. But then on the other side of things, there wasn't that much news to really put together a solid video. And then I plan on doing a review on the Lakers Air Jordan 13, but apparently some retailers, their shipment has been delayed, so I'm not going to be able to do that. But next week, I plan on dropping a dedicated video to all the 2020 Jordan brand releases. It's going to be another long video, kind of like I did on the 2019 releases. I think that one was like 45 minutes long. Hopefully it's not that long, but I do plan on putting that together and having that out next week. Like always, I appreciate you guys for watching. If you have a second and haven't done so already, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.